And we are underway here. Georgia Southwestern against the Flagler College Saints. Mike Licio joining you today for some Peach Bell action. Saints come in 2-3 on the season. Georgia Southwestern 4-3. From the top of the key, Nehemiah Pierce misses the jumper. It's foul on the play. Let's get to the starters for the Saints. Number 1, Marta Franco, Tori Pierce, Sadie Russell, Nehemiah Pierce, and Jaziana Mathis. For the Canes, Lex Chapman, Jalea Storr, who just made that layup, Kishori Hodge, Kayla Grant, and Galen Craig. Tori Pierce trying to drop it off into the paint. Passes taken away. Little wild pass there by Storr. And the Saints will get the ball back. 9:06 to go in the first quarter. 2-0 Georgia Southwestern if you're just joining us. Canes are 2-2 in Peach Bell play. Saints 1-2. Up top to Sadie Russell. Swinging it around, kicking it outside to Franco, and that's a three-point basket. And the Saints have their first lead of the game. Storr brings it up. Up top to Hodge, now back outside to Chapman. Chapman kicking it out. A little tall, but corralled by Grant, who takes it to the cup and draws the foul. So Jazzy Mathis with her first foul, first team foul for the Saints. And Kayla Grant will go to the line. Kayla's shooting 59% from the free throw line this year, misses the first. Free throws shooting is a problem for the Canes. They take more free throws than anyone in the Peach Belt, but they miss more too. They are dead last in free throw shooting 61% as a team. So Grant misses them both. Franco brings it up. Trying to get it down low to Russell. Decides to pass it outside to Pierce. Mathis with it now. To the hole, splitting the defenders, drops it off to Pierce, who draws the foul. She'll go to the line. And that's Kishori Hodge's first foul of the game. Nehemiah Pierce has only attempted 11 free throws, but she's made 10 of them. Makes that one as well. Saints, on the other hand, shooting 71% from the free throw line this year. As Pierce makes them both. Storr across midcourt. Outside. Up top, taking it to the hole and drawing the foul again is Kayla Grant. So now Jazzy Mathis already in foul trouble. That'll be her second. And that'll bring Monique Bryant into the ball game for Jazzy Mathis. Kayla Grant shooting 2. Makes the first. Misses a second. She's now 1 for 4 from the line. That's corralled by Pierce. Tori Pierce. Cross court to Bryant. Back to Franco. Russell thought about the three, dropping it down low now. Passes taken away. That is a steal for Grant. Going back to the hole. Say all ball by Franco, knocking it down. Lex Chapman is inbound. Grant across the store. Now back to Chapman. 3-point off the mark for Store. Put back though, no good. Another shot at it before the Saints corral it, and there's a jump ball. Possession arrow, Georgia Southwestern. Chapman the inbound. Up top to Grant. Grant taking it inside. Kicks it back out to Store. She's going to reset. Back to Grant. Foul on Flagler. Fourth team foul for the Saints. That one on Monique Bryan, her first. 5-3, Flagler leads. 6:37 to go in the first quarter. Store up top with it. Grant with the up fake, back out to Store. Store swinging it around to Chapman. Chapman, their leading scorer, is not shot yet. Three is off for Store and out of bounds. Chapman came in to second leading scorer, averaging 16.1 points a game. Jamisha Samuel, the leading scorer at 16.7, is out today with an injury. Tori Pierce to the hole and off the glass. Draws the foul. That's going to be Jalen Craig's first foul. Tori Pierce will go to the line to shoot. Pierce, the native New Yorker from Bayshore. Shooting 56% from the line on the season. First one is good. And Pierce knocks them both down. Store now taking it up for Georgia Southwestern. 7-3, the Saints lead. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Up to Kayla Grant, back to Store. Chapman from the corner. Off the mark. Rebound Grant, though. She's going to go back up with it, and she's going to put it in. Grant now with 3 points. Cross court. Pierce with it now on the baseline. Taking it to the hole where it's blocked. On the floor, Georgia Southwestern comes up with it, pushing it up. Pierce picking it. Franco recovers it. Outside. Bryant for three. Good! 10-5. Saints lead. 5-10 to go in the first quarter. Bryant with the first Saints three-pointer of the game. Second, actually, Franco made one earlier. Chapman in the corner. Cross court to Grant. Grant backing down Pierce off the baseline and good. Grant with 5 points. Tori Pierce to the hole and drops it in. 12-7. Saints lead. Store taking it up. Fires from three. Off the mark. Another offensive rebound for Georgia Southwestern. They go to the floor and tie it up. Jump ball. Possession Saints. And there's going to be a timeout called by Georgia Southwestern. 12-7 here in the first quarter. 4:13 to go. Flagler leads the Canes. Offensive rebounding so far. 4 offensive rebounds for the Canes. Only 1 defensive rebound for the Saints. Georgia Southwestern comes in today as one of the better rebounding teams in the nation. They're actually number 1 in the conference in rebounding. With total rebounds, they are first, and you've seen why today. If they've taken everything off the glass. Saints will have the ball out of the timeout with a 12-7 lead here in the first quarter. They're back out with Franco, Russell, Pierce, Bryant. Franco's going to bring it up. Dropping in. Russell not able to handle it. Tips it back out to Bryant. Bryant pulling up. Looked like Grant got a piece of that. Grant 7th in the Peach Belt in blocks. Storr setting up the offense. Fires from 3. Off the mark. Pierce with the rebound. She's going to push it up the court. Picked from behind. And knocked off of Bryant. That was picked from behind by Dalen Craig, who's 3rd in the Peach Belt in total steals. Storr bringing it up. Dropping it down low to Craig. Craig over to Grant. Back out to Storr. Chapman's been quiet in this one so far. Fires from 3. Off the mark. Bryan pushing it up. Looking for Pierce on the outside. Pierce going to take it. That's be knocked out of the bound by Georgia Southwestern. Pierce to inbound. Saints lead 12-7. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bryant back to Pierce. Pierce up top. To Franco now. Fighting her way to the hoop and a foul. It's going to be on the Canes. Kashori Hodge. Her second foul. Aaliyah Clay will come in for her. Franco to inbound on the baseline. Pierce underneath. Putting it up. No good. Rebounded that time by Craig. Craig pushing it up to Storr. Storr back out top to Clay. Clay to Chapman. Chapman back to Clay. Clay for 3. Off the mark. Knocked out by the Saints. Chapman inbounds. Up top, wide open. Craig for three, off the mark. Russell able to get the rebound. Drops it off to Pierce. Pierce to Russell. Russell blocked by Craig. Craig, ninth in blocks in the conference. Grant splitting defenders, throwing it home, not able to control it, and it's a turnover by Georgia Southwestern. Kane setting up the press. Up court to Bryant. Bryant back to Russell. Russell to Franco. Franco to Pierce. Back to Franco. Sadie Russell with it over to Franco. Franco going inside. Looks like there's going to be a foul. That foul is on Jalea Storr. It's her first, fourth team foul for the Canes. Carolina Coley checks in for the first time for the Saints. Pierce with it. Franco now up top, setting up the offense. Left side to Pierce, back to Franco. Franco to Coley. Coley dropping it off to Pierce. Pierce for three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Chapman. Forcing the issue up to four. To the hole. Count the basket. And Lex Chapman gets on the board for the first time in a big way. For Monique Bryan, that's going to be her second foul. Chapman will shoot one. Lex shooting 72% from the line this season. Off the mark. Another offensive rebound, though, for Georgia Southwestern. Grant up with it. Scoops it up. Off the mark. Pierce with the rebound. Controls it. Outside to Franco for three. Off the mark. Bryant had it knocked out of her hands, not able to control the rebound. Ball goes back to Georgia Southwestern. 47.6 to go. 12-9, Saints lead as Jazzy Mathis checks back in for the Saints. Clay bringing it up for the Canes. Chapman over to Grant, now over to Clay. Clay to Storr. Swinging it to Chapman for three. Off the mark. Another Canes offensive rebound. Out of bounds. They say Chapman's foot was out of bounds when she threw it from her knees. 22 seconds to go in the quarter. Saints will hold for one shot, I'd imagine. Franco to Pierce. 8 seconds. Pierce. 6 seconds outside the Bryant. Mathis. 3 seconds. Putting it up off the mark. And that is the end of the first quarter. The score. The Saints 12, the Canes 9.
Center State Bank, we believe in community. And Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken.
Mike Licio with you here from Flagler Gymnasium. About to start the second quarter. Saints lead 12-9. 5 points for Kayla Grant leads Georgia Southwestern. 4 points from Tori Pierce leads the Saints. Offensive rebounding, the story so far, 6 offensive rebounds for the Canes. Just 1 for the Saints. Both teams shot 25% in the first quarter. Georgia Southwestern 4 for 16, Saints 3 for 12. Canes were 0 for 8 from the three-point line. Saints made 2 of their 4 threes. En route to a 12-9 lead. Saints coached by Mo Smith in his second season. Second season also for Justin Payne of Georgia Southwestern. Possession arrow points towards the Canes. They'll get the ball to start the second quarter. They'll come out with Chapman, Storr. Craig, Clay, and Grant. Saints with Franco, Bryant, Pierce, Russell, and Sophie Van Dyke. Three-pointer from Chapman on the mark. Van Dyke with the rebound. The freshman. Franco, the freshman from Miami, drops it down to Russell. Russell to Van Dyke. Van Dyke to Bryant. Bryant to Franco. Franco. Turnaround jumper is good. Count the basket. Nice turnaround by Sophie Van Dyke. And she goes to the line. That's the second foul on Dalen Craig for Georgia Southwestern. And she's going to come out, and coming in is going to be that was Amasria Rawls that checked in as the free throw was no good, but Amasria Rawls stepped on the line, so Van Dyke will get another one. This was her first free throw attempt of the season. And the second free throw off. And Justin Payne fired up. Feels like the officials messed the line violation. Just got a warning. Franco inbounds it to Pierce. Pierce takes it up top. Bryant swings it to Franco. Franco down low to Van Dyke. Wasn't sure what to do with it. Puts it up. It's no good. Chapman bringing it the other way to Storr in the corner. Back to Chapman. Chapman to Grant. On the ground. Jump ball. Possession Saints. And another turnover for the Canes. Canes trying to press here. Russell getting it across half court. Franco now with it. She's going to set the offense. Franco to Russell. Russell to Van Dyke. Van Dyke to Bryant. Bryant into the paint. Floater no good. Off the rebound with Craig. Excuse me, Grant with the rebound that time. Clay with it up top. 8:06 to go. 14-9. Saints lead in the second quarter. Rawls thought about the three. Franco comes up with it. Russell for three. And it's good! Sadie Russell from Marta Franco. And the Saints lead 17-9. Second assist for Franco. Store for three. It's good. She answers back. Franco bringing it up. Pierce back to Franco. Franco looking for Russell. Russell with the cutter. And that cutter was Sophie Van Dyke. And it's 19-12 Saints. Saints in a 2-3 zone. Clay with it now. Back to Chapman. Swings it to Store. Store looking for another three. And that's two in a row for her, and it's 19-15. Georgia Southwestern, not a great three-point shooting team, shooting just 29% on the season, but they've hit two in a row. Russell to Pierce. Now she wants a three. It's off the mark. Rawls not able to hang the rebound. Van Dyke comes up with it. Out to Franco. Russell from the baseline, off the mark. That time Chapman comes up with it. She brings it up. Clay over to Store, a hot hand. Store with a move, but it's off the mark. Van Dyke with another rebound. A third rebound already. Pierce with it. And there's an injury on the floor. Looks like Van Dyke might have rolled her ankle coming up with that last rebound. So they're going to tend to Sophie Van Dyke. 19-15. Flagler leads Georgia Southwestern here in the first quarter. Leading scorer for the Saints, Tori Pierce has 4. Sophie Van Dyke has 4. And she's going to be helped off. Julia Store, she's the storee for the Canes. She has 8 here in the first half. So back to play, 5:55 to go in the second quarter. Saints lead 19-15. Saints will have the ball. Side out for Franco. Up top to Russell, now to Pierce. Pierce to Franco. Franco looking for Bryant in the corner. Swings it back up top to Pierce. Russell now up with it. And they call up and down on Russell, and it's a Saints turnover. Six turnovers for Georgia Southwestern as that one's off the mark from Chapman. Another rebound, though, for Grant. Saints have been out-rebounded 19-13. 6 turnovers for Georgia Southwestern. 4 for the Saints. Clay up with it. Clutches, puts it up anyway. Rebounded by Pierce. Franco across center court. Pierce to the cup. And the teardrop.
Number 2, Tori Pierce with a nice layup.
6 points for Pierce now. Tori came in first in the conference in points per game with 21. 20th in the nation. Chapman cross court to Store. Store, little too tall that time for Grant. That's the Canes' 7th turnover. And it looks like Justin Payne wants to talk it over, so we'll take a break here. Saints lead 21-15, 4:46 to go in the second quarter.
Since 1906, Evans Automotive, quality work at a fair price, and Fish Bites set the hook.
.446 to go in the second quarter. Saints lead 21-15. One of the keys to that lead is they've kept Lex Chapman, second leading scorer for the Canes, in check with only 2 points. Hot shooting so far for Jalea Storr. She leads the Canes with 8. Tori Pierce with 6. Fires that one over to Russell. Russell puts it up from 14, and it's good. 23-15 Saints. Sadie Russell now with 5 points. Storr to Clay. Clay to Chapman. Chapman back to Clay. Clay and Chapman back and forth. Chapman drives to the hoop. Kicks it out to Storr. She's got 8. She's got 11 now. 23-18. Jalea Storr with 18 points. She had 17 in the loss to Clayton State. Another one for Russell, this time off the mark. Rebounded by Clay. Clay to Chapman. Chapman to the baseline. To Storr in the corner. She's been hot. She continues to be hot. And she's got 14. And that'll prompt a timeout from Mo Smith, as Georgia Southwestern has cut it to 2. Jalea Storr, 14 points, 4 of 8 from three-point line. 23-21 with 3:47 to go in the second quarter. Canes were 0 for 8 from three-point line in the first quarter. They are 4 for 7 in the second. 4 for 15 from the game. Jalea Storr came in today 4 for 13 from 3 points. She's got 4 here. She had 4 in the first 6 games of the season. Franco bringing it up. Bryant. Russell open on the baseline, and it's good. Sadie Russell out of the timeout. Now has 7 points. Storr up top to Clay. Clay to Chapman. Chapman from deep. Off the mark. Another offensive rebound. Clay up with it. Off the mark. Franco this time with the rebound. Up to Pierce. Pierce going to the lane. To the hoop. Doesn't draw contact. Misses it. Craig with another rebound. Craig to Clay. Clay to Storr. Storr back out to Clay. That's off the mark. Bryant with the rebound. Pierce swings it to Bryant. Bryant to Russell. Russell looking down low for Pierce. A little too strong. It's off the mark. Storr with the rebound brings it up. Oh, almost with a walk there. Clay has it up top. Chapman to Clay. Clay back to Chapman. Clay back to Chapman again. Looking down low this time for Rawls. Rawls Into the lane and good. Mazaria rolls as Pierce takes it to the cup, and it's good. 27-23, Saints lead. 2 minutes to go in the half. Tori Pierce now with 8. Clay into the front court. Looking for Storr. Swinging it across to Chapman. Chapman back to Clay. Clay, pull up. No good. Rebounded by Bryant. Bryant bringing it up. 5-on-1. Out to Franco for 3. Off the mark. Chapman this time with the rebound. Pushing the issue. Back out to Storr. Storr inside to Craig. And that's going to be a foul on Russell.
Fouls on number 3, Sadie Russell.
It's going to send Dalen Craig to the line.
It's number 14, Kayla Grant.
Jazzy Mathis is going to check in now for the Saints. Dalen Craig 1 for 4. Excuse me, Kayla Grant 1 for 4 from the line. She's going to shoot 2 more here. 27-23, Saints lead. First one is good. Came in shooting 59% from the line. Makes that one, though. She's now 3 for 6. She's hit 3 of her last 4. Bryant to Franco. Franco to Mathis. Mathis down low. Pierce hitting. Pierce hit on the cut. Hits Tori Pierce. Caught myself there. That was Nemaya Pierce to Tori Pierce. And it's 29-25. Storr with it. Back top to Chapman. Chapman pulling up from about 20. It's no good. Saints unable to corral it. Knocked out by Craig. 36.7 to go in the first half. Saints lead 29-25. Franco to inbound. Tori Pierce bringing it up. Tori Pierce going to the basket. It's no good. 20 seconds to go. Clay up top. She's going to hold it for one shot. Now over to Storr. Storr back to Clay. Clay to Chapman. Chapman back to Clay. Clay to Storr. 6 seconds to go. Storr back outside to Clay. 3 seconds to go. Three-pointer off the mark. Pierce with the rebound, and that is the first half. The score, the Saints 29. The Canes 25. We'll be back in just a moment with a first half recap. We'll get some stats. We'll talk about what's going on here. We got a doubleheader going on. We'll catch up on the Peach Belt standings. We'll be back in just a moment for the halftime report. Mike Licio here with you at halftime. Saints lead 29-25 against Georgia Southwestern. Saints have gotten balanced scoring. Tori Pierce leads the Saints with 10, followed by 7 points from Sadie Russell and 4 from Sophie Van Dyke. In the first half, Saints shot 38% from the field, 38% from the three-point line, and 4 for 5 from the line. They were out-rebounded by the Canes 26-19. The big difference on the boards, in fact, the entire difference on the boards, 10 offensive rebounds for Georgia Southwestern, just 3 for the Saints. They each had 16. Saints have led the entire way. Saints have led since the 9-11 mark of the first quarter when it was 2-0 Georgia Southwestern. They've led by as much as 8. Georgia Southwestern's issue has been turnovers. They have turned the ball over 7 times in the first half to the Saints 4. They shot 28% from the field, 22% from the three-point line. Jalea Storr, 14 points, 4 for 8 from the three-point line. The rest of the team is 0 for 10. Leading scorer Jamisha Samuel is out for the Canes. Second leading scorer, Lex Chapman, only has 2 points. She's 1 for 8 shooting, so great job by Mo Smith's defense to keep her in check so far. Kayla Grant has 7 for the Canes. And again, Jalea Storr, the leading scorer, with 14. 4 Canes have scored. The other 2 points came from Mazaria Rawls. Saints come in and a tie for 6th in the conference with Georgia Southwestern. Both teams 2-2 on the season. Lex Chapman had 27 points against Clayton State, only 2 today. For the Saints, Tori Pierce had 17, which is actually below her scoring average against Columbus State last Saturday, the last time the Saints played. They were supposed to play Pembroke on Wednesday, and that game was postponed. Been a quiet afternoon for Namaya Pierce. She was in foul trouble early. Correction, she was not in foul trouble. That was Sadie Russell who had those 2 quick fouls, but Namaya Pierce is just 2 points and 3 rebounds, coming off a double-double against Columbus State last week. First game of a doubleheader today. The Saints men will take on the Georgia Southwestern men at 3:30 following this one. There's a Peach Belt grudge match as it's a battle for first place. Saints 4-1, Canes 4-1 in Peach Belt play. As we are early in the Peach Belt season. Over on the women's side, Lander is 4-0 there in first place. 2 undefeated teams, North Georgia and Young Harris. We'll check scores from around the conference in just a few minutes, but we're going to take another short break. We'll be back with the Peach Belt scoreboard in just a bit. So in Peach Belt action right now, only one game going on. In fact, only one other game that was not postponed this weekend. North Georgia leads Lander 34-29 at the half. That game at Lander. About 3 minutes from the second half getting underway here, where the Saints lead 29-25. Leading scorer for the Saints, Tori Pierce with 8. Leading scorer for the Canes is Jalea Score with 14. Correction, that was Tori Pierce with 10. Jalea Store with 14. On 4 of 8 3-point shooting for Jalea Store. Tori Pierce 4 for 10. She has 2 assists and 2 rebounds to go with it. Namaya Pierce with 4 rebounds leads the Saints in rebounding for Georgia Southwestern. Lex Chapman, the 5'5" guard from Decatur High School, Decatur, Georgia. She leads the Canes with 5 rebounds. She also has 2 of Georgia Southwestern's 4 assists. Saints have 8 assists, 2 from Franco Pierce and Sadie Russell, 1 from Namaya Pierce and 1 from Monique Bryan as well. Saints shot 38% from the field. Georgia Southwestern 29%. What's kept Georgia Southwestern in the game, though, is a 10-3 advantage on the offensive glass. On the defensive glass, it's 16 apiece for the Canes and the Saints. Saints came into this game shooting 45% from the field. That 45% was first in the Peach Belt. They came in scoring 74 points a game. That's second in the Peach Belt. Only 25 points allowed by the Saints, who are giving up 76 a game coming in. They held their opponents coming in the 41% shooting. Georgia Southwestern with 29% in the first half. So a good defensive effort by the Saints here so far. We're just about ready to get back underway. Possession arrow points to the Canes. First game of a doubleheader. The men's slate will come up at 3:30. And we're getting ready to get underway at the third quarter. Jalea Store takes the inbounds pass, and we're underway. Outside to Craig. Craig back across the Store. She had 4 3-pointers in the first half. That one's off the mark. Rebound to Maya Pierce. Franco up to Tori Pierce. That's Sadie Russell with a 3. So 3 points for Sadie Russell out of the half. She has 10 for the game, and the Saints are up 7. Store from the top, thought about it, passes out to Chapman. Chapman off the mark again. Mathis that time with the rebound. Pierce pushing it up to Pierce. Namaya that time was blocked. Chapman kicking it out to Storr. Storr going baseline. Puts it up. Blocked by Sadie Russell. Franco now with it. Goes to the hooper. Reverse layup. Just short. To be out of bounds as Kishori Hodge was on the end line. Franco to inbound. Up top to Sadie Russell. Russell dropping it off to Tori Pierce. Tori Pierce to the basket. Slices through the defenders and it's short though. Another rebound that time. But the scoop no good though by Kayla Grant. Kayla Grant with 9 rebounds here in the third quarter. Mathis for 3. Money! And the Saints lead is now 10. Mathis with her first bucket of the half. Has opened the Saints lead up to 10, and there's a timeout on the floor. 10 points for Tori Pierce, 10 points for Sadie Russell. Kayla Grant came in the 7th in the conference in total rebounds. She has 9 for Georgia Southwestern. Sadie Russell coming off a 6-point night has 10. Tori Pierce, who leads the conference in field goals made and is 6th in field goal percentage, as well as being the leading scorer in the conference, has 10. 8:25 to go in the third quarter. Flagler leads 35-25. Starting the half on a 6-0 run. Storr's going to bring it up out of the timeout for the Canes. Grant into the corner to Chapman. Chapman back out to Storr. Storr to Chapman. Chapman trying to find. Ball swung around. Stolen by Franco. Mathis out in front. Canes do a great job of getting back. Russell down low and a little too low. That time looking for Namaya Pierce. It's going to be a foul on the Saints. That's going to be the first, I believe, on Marta Franco. And it is. Julia Storr. Kayla Grant. Trying to set up Kishori Hodge inside. Chapman back to Storr. Stolen that time by Franco as they tried to force it to Hodge. Franco to Tori Pierce. Tori Pierce from 15. Off the mark. And that is the 10th rebound for Kayla Grant. Storr, they're still trying to find it down to Hodge. That time it's Craig, and it's off the mark. Hodge with another offensive rebound, and the putback is Off the mark. Looks like they're going to call that one on Sadie Russell. That's going to be Sadie's third foul. See if it was a shooting foul. They called it on the floor. Aaliyah Clay checks in for the Canes. Chapman up top for three. Continues to be off the mark. Another rebound for Nemaya Pierce. Chapman now 1 for 10 in the ball game. Tori Pierce trying to hit the cutter. Russell kicks it out to Franco. Franco over to Mathis. Mathis from the baseline. And I think they just called the fourth foul on Sadie Russell. And so she's going to come out. Monique Bryant's going to come in, and Sadie Russell now has 4 fouls. Sadie Russell, the leading scorer with 10, is going to be out of the game for a while now that she's picked up her 4th. Chapman to Clay, to Store to Clay. Clay down low, wide open. Unable to finish. 11th rebound that time for Craig. And they're going to call a foul. Craig was not able to finish, but Grant with another rebound. I believe that's 11 for her. And I believe they just called a technical foul on Justin Payne. So they did call a technical foul, even though it was not announced. Jazzy Mathis is going to shoot the technical free throw. She makes the first one. She made them both, extending the Saints lead to 12, and they get the ball. Jazzy Mathis now 8 of 8 on free throws this year. Canes begin the press. Mathis to Bryant. Bryant bringing it up. Trapped in the corner. Knocked out by Jalea Store. Saints will maintain possession. Inbound to Tori Pierce. .550 to go in the third quarter. Saints lead 37-25. Mathis drops it off to Nemaya Pierce, and she's going to be fouled. So that's the second foul for Store. Nemaya Pierce will shoot. Just her second missed free throw of the season. She's 12 of 14. And misses both for the first time this year. In the front court now, Clay over to Chapman. Chapman to Store. Clay thought about going up with it. To Chapman. And she gets one through. And for Lex, that is her second field goal, her first three-pointer. She's now 2 for 11. As the lead's back to single digits for the Saints. Tori Pierce up top going right side and in. The scoop. Tori Pierce with 12 now. Clay to Chapman. Canes really need her to get going. Craig out to Chapman, wide open three. Short. Nemaya Pierce with the rebound. Marta Franco brings it up. Taking her time. Namaya Pierce. Jazzy Mathis. Back to Franco. 10 on the clock. To the lane. Up to the hoop and good. Marta Franco. And just like that, the Saints are back up 13. Marta with 5 points. Chapman, 2 for 12 on the night. Down low to Craig. Craig gets blocked. Back up with it. She's going to go to the line. So that's going to be the third on Monique Bryant now. Timeout on the floor. So we'll take a quick break. Saints lead 41-28, 3:51 to go in the third quarter.
Rankin Newman, proud supporters of Flagler Athletics. Raise fire and service for all your heavy-duty and commercial vehicle needs. And Salt Life. Eat, drink, and be salty.
.351 to go in the third quarter. Saints lead Georgia Southwestern 41-28. Dalen Craig to shoot. 50% free throw shooter on the season. First one is good. She makes them both. 41-30. Saints lead. Pierce brings it up. Around the screen. Ball fake. And they're going to call a foul on Kayla Grant. That's going to be our first. Tori Pierce will shoot two. Tori already 2 for 2 from the line today. 3 for 3. She's back to 60% free throw shooting for the season now. That one is off. Dalen Craig could not hang on, though, and the Saints will get the ball back. Franco inbounds on the baseline. Up top to Mathis. Now Tori Pierce with it. Tori Pierce. Stolen away by Grant. Grant to Storr. Storr has been quiet in the third quarter. Chapman to Clay in the corner. She's guarded by Nemaya Pierce. Swinging it to Jalea Storr. Back to Chapman. Open three. Off the mark. She's had some looks. She's not able to get them to fall. Bryant taking it up. Pulls up and gives it to Tori Pierce. Franco with it now. Swinging it. Bryant. Three. Off the mark. Storr with the rebound. Craig up top. Now to Clay. Kayla Scott in the paint. Open. They missed her there. Storr calls her own number. Takes a wild shot into the lane. Taken away. And they call an offensive foul that time on Daylon Craig. That's going to be her third. Justin Payne a little more subdued that time. He already has one technical. Tori Pierce with it. And they're going to call an offensive foul the other way. That's going to be on Tori Pierce. That's going to be her first. Kayla Grant, 7 points, 10 rebounds for the Canes. Aaliyah Clay to Storr. Storr back down to Grant. Off the mark. Bryant saves it. Tori Pierce bringing it up. Going right to the hole, and she gets it in. Tori Pierce now with 15. As the Saints lead is 14. Inside the Craig, not able to get the handle on it. Down to the floor. Nemaya Pierce. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession to Georgia Southwestern. Amazria Rawls checks in for the Canes. Storr to inbound. Aaliyah Clay with it. Up top to Chapman. That's another offensive foul on Daylon Craig. That's going to be her fourth. It's been a tough afternoon for Daylon Craig. Kashori Hodge checks into the game now. Correction, that was Rawls, who has the rebound. Clay pushing it up. Out to Storr. Storr going to the hoop. And it's good. 30 seconds to go. 44-32. Saints lead. That's going to be an offensive foul on Jazzy Mathis. That's going to be her third. So that's a third fall for Jazzy. Canes have the ball. 27.2 to go. They trail by 12 here in the third quarter. Clay bringing it up. Shot clock is off. Storr to Clay to Chapman. Clay back to Chapman. Back to Clay. To Storr. 12 seconds. Chapman wide open look. That one goes down. And 5 seconds to go. 44-35. Pierce from half court. Good if it goes. Hits the strap and it's no good. 3 quarters down. Saints lead 44-35. Back with the fourth quarter in a moment.
Also a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in the gymnasium wears their face mask this afternoon. If you're in the bleachers, the face mask has to be over your mouth and nose, please. We appreciate your continued support.
Through 3 quarters, Saints lead 44-35. Mike Licio here with you at the Flagler Gymnasium for today's Peach Belt action. One game currently going on in the Peach Belt. 40-36, North Georgia leads Lander in the third quarter. 3:40 to go there. Namaya Pierce with 15. Sadie Russell with 10. She hasn't been seen in a while, as she has 4 fouls. Georgia Southwestern. Jalea Storr with 16. Lexi Chapman with 8. She had 6 in the third quarter, still only scoring 3 for 14 from the field. Georgia Southwestern came in with the second best 3-point defense in the conference. The Saints have shot 45% from the field beyond the 3-point arc. Overall, the Saints have shot 39% from the field. Just 25% for Georgia Southwestern. Georgia Southwestern has out-rebounded the Saints 36-30. Big defense, big difference. 13-5 on the offensive rebound front for the Canes. As Tori Pierce starts the quarter off with a travel. Lead is single digits. Clay across to Storr. Back to Storr. Chapman looking for Jalea Storr in the corner. Jalea down low to Rawls. Rawls going baseline. And they're going to call a foul on Jazzy Mathis. That's going to be her 4th. I believe that was her 4th. They never put it up. Chapman goes to the hoop and she gets fouled. That last foul was on Franco. It was her 2nd. Chapman's going to go to the line. Lex, 72% free throw shooter on the season. She missed her only free throw attempt earlier today. She now has 9 as she makes the first one. The lead is 8 for the Saints. And Lex Chapman now in double digits as she hits both. Cuts the Saints lead to 7 as Franco brings it up. To Bryant, back to Franco. Mathis from the corner. Bang! And the lead is 10. Timeout for the Saints. 47-37, 9-11 to go. Jazzy Mathis with 8 points.
Those of you that will be staying for the men's game, the doors will be open approximately 15 minutes after clearing the gym. Readmittance will require a season ticket for being on the men's basketball family pass list. We appreciate your cooperation and go Saints. The men's game will begin approximately 45 minutes from the conclusion of this game. Thank you for your continued support of Flagler College Athletics.
9:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Saints lead 47-37. That lead had been cut to 7 before Jazzy Mathis hits a 3 from the corner, her second for the game, to put the Saints back up 10. Jazzy came in shooting 41% from the field, 6 for 12 from 3. She's now 8 for 14 on the season. She doesn't hoist them up very often, but when she does, she makes them count. It'll be Saints ball out of, it'll be Canes ball out of the timeout. Mo Smith wanted to set the Saints defense. Georgia Southwestern came in 7th in the conference in points per game, averaging 66. Saints averaging 74, only 47 here in what's been a low-scoring ball game. Jalea Storr in the corner. Back out to Chapman. Chapman pulling up. Off the glass. Rebound Mathis. Pushing it up. Out to Franco. Back to Tori Pierce. Tori Pierce into the lane. Back out to Franco for 3. Off the mark. Another rebound for Chapman. She has 6. Off the glass, no good. Back up with it. No basket to hit the top of the backboard, they said. But Kayla Grant will go back to the line. She's got 7 points and 11 rebounds. That was her 12th rebound. Namaya Pierce with her first foul. Kayla 3 for 6 from the line. Now 4 for 7. Right about her average. She averages 59%. She shoots 59% from the line, so she's 4 for 7, which is 57%. Makes them both 5 for 8. Lead back down to 8 for the Saints. Franco takes it. 8:30 to go in the ball game. Monique Bryant back to Marta Franco. Trying to set up down low for Namaya Pierce. Mathis back out to Bryant. Bryant to Tori Pierce on the right side. Craig reaching. Franco swings out to Mathis for 3. Money! Jazzy Mathis back to 11. She has 11 in the game, and the Saints lead by 11. 7:58 to go. Out of bounds. Georgia Southwestern will keep it as it went off of Namaya Pierce's leg. Jazzy Mathis, 3 of 6 from the field. 3 from 3 from beyond the 3-point line. Craig inbound, stolen by Franco. Looking up court for Bryant, a little too tall and out of bounds. 7:51 to go. Jalea Storr inbounds it to Clay. Canes need to make a little bit of a run here as there's an 11-point deficit here. Storr from 3. That one's off the mark. Pierce not able to get the handle, and Georgia Southwestern will get the ball. Chapman for 3. Off the mark again. Another rebound for Craig, and that's going to be a foul on Bryant. I believe that's her 5th. Kayla Grant, 9 points, 13 rebounds. Been a tough night for Lex Chapman. And that was the 5th for Bryant, so she is out of the game. Sadie Russell, who has 4 fouls herself, is back in. Storr to Clay. Chapman to the basket. Out to Clay for 3. Off the mark. Namaya Pierce with the rebound. Marta Franco bringing it up. Mathis for 3. Off the mark that time. Chapman with another rebound. Taking it into the lane. Off the mark again. She's now 3 for 18 from the field with 8 rebounds. Sadie Russell in the corner. 2-pointer, no good. Rebound number 9 for Chapman. Store to Clay. To Craig. Jalea Store. In the corner, Lex Chapman down low to Store. Store. Turnaround good. Back to a single-digit lead. 6:26 to go. Saints lead 50-41. Jalea Store with 18 points leads the Canes. Tori Pierce with it. Trying to break down Clay off the dribble. Around the screen. Now Store's on her. Sadie Russell, 10 to shoot. Looking for Namaya Pierce, and it's good! And Namaya Pierce now with 6 points. As the Saints will call timeout. 52-41, 6 minutes to go. The Saints lead.
They don't just serve barbecue, they are barbecue. Spartan Orthopedic Institute, sports medicine and robotic surgery. St. Augustine Marina for all your boating and fishing needs. And the St. Augustine Record, covering the ancient city in St. Johns County since 1894.
Canes ball out of the timeout. They trail by 11. Jalea Store's going to bring it up. Lex Chapman to Craig. Craig back out to Chapman. Chapman to Clay. Chapman 3 for 18. Passes it to Store. So Namaya Pierce with the foul. It's her second. Dalen Craig to shoot 2. Dalen 2 for 2 from the line already. Makes that one. She's now 3 for 3. Dalen now 4 for 4. Lead back to 9 for the Saints. Franco brings it up. Tori Pierce to Jazzy Mathis. Jazzy Mathis to the hoop. Finger roll good. Jazzy Mathis has come on for the Saints in the second half. She's got 13. Jalea Store, 18 on the clock. Chapman now with it. Dalen Craig in the corner. Trying to set up Kashori Hodge down low. Clay outside the Store. Store to the coop with 3 to shoot, and it's good. (54-45). Jazzy Mathis in the corner from Franco, just short. Kashori Hodge with the rebound. Aaliyah Clay pushing it up court for Jalea Store. Lex Chapman going to the baseline. Loses the handle. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession to the Georgia Southwestern Canes. (54-45). 4:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Saints lead. Chapman inbounds to Store. Store to Clay. Into the paint. Up with it and good is Dalen Craig. Tori Pierce as the pressure is applied. Sadie Russell in the corner. Back to Tori Pierce. Under 4 minutes to go. The Saints lead by 7. Franco to Namaya Pierce. 8 to shoot. Kerry Russell wide open. Marta Franco. Nice close by Jalea Storr, but a hard foul by Jalea Storr. And Marta Franco will go to the line. There was 3 left on the clock. For Jalea, that's her 3rd foul.
Stepping to the foul line for the Saints is number 1, Marta Franco, and she'll shoot 2.
Franco's first free throw is good. Marta now 8 of 9 from the line on the season. Second one off. Rebound, Kashori Hodge. Taylor Craig, Aaliyah Clay. Tori Pierce with the steal. Pulls up. Marta Franco off the mark with the 3. Another rebound for Chapman. She has a double-double now. All the way to the cup and good. Lex Chapman now with 12 points and 10 rebounds. Jazzy Mathis. Kashori Hodge with the steal. Jalen Craig pushing it. To Aaliyah Clay. 3-pointer, Jalea Storr off the mark. Tori Pierce with the rebound. Going to be a timeout by the Saints. 2:54 to go in the ballgame. Saints lead by 6. Georgia Southwestern chipping away. Tori Pierce, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for Sadie Russell. Jazzy Mathis, 13 points, 3 rebounds. Saints will have 25 to shoot out of the timeout, leading by 6. For the Canes, 20 points for Jalea Storr and 2 rebounds. 12 points, 10 rebounds for Lex Chapman. She also has 3 assists. Kayla Grant, 9 points, 13 rebounds for the Canes. .254 to go. Correction, there's 20 to shoot for the Saints. Franco, Russell, Namaya Pierce, Tori Pierce, Jazzy Mathis on the floor for the Saints. Storr, Clay, Chapman, Hodge, Craig. Grant on the floor for the Kings. Jazzy Mathis from the corner as the shot clock expires. 58-49 Saints. 16 for Jazzy Mathis. She has been the difference in the second half. Storr to Clay. 2:13 to go. Chapman. That one's good. She now has 15. The lead is 6. 2 minutes to go. Franco in the front court. Knocked out by Jalen Craig. It's a big possession for the Saints. Up 6 with 1:57 to go. Inbounded to Pierce. Pierce back to Franco. They trap her in the back court. Dribbles out of it. Namaya Pierce. Sadie Russell, 10 to shoot. Tori Pierce into the lane. Up and off the glass. Kashori Hodge with the rebound. 1:38 to go. 58-52. Chapman to Storr. Storr goes baseline unopposed. Easy layup there. Timeout on the floor as it's a 4-point game. 22 points for Jalea Storr. Jalea got the start today. She had 17 off the bench against Clayton State. 58-54, Saints lead with 1:30 to go. Trying to finish this off. Jazzy Mathis with 16 on 5 for 10 shooting, 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. Justin Payne's going to set up the press for the Canes. Franco to inbound. Knocked out. They'll try again. Franco again inbounding. Gets it into Tori Pierce. She's across half court. 1:24 to go. Back out to Franco. 15 to shoot. 1:15 left in the game. 58-54 Saints. Franco. Inside to Namaya Pierce. Namaya Pierce back out to Sadie Russell. 5 to shoot. Tori Pierce for 3. Off the mark. Namaya Pierce taps it out, but it's recovered by Jalea Storr. Under a minute to go. Saints lead by 4. Jalea Storr into the lane. She gets a foul. They count the basket. Jalea Storr now with 24 points has a chance to cut the lead to 1 with 52 seconds left. Foul is on Marta Franco, her third. 58-56. Jalea Storr knocks it down. It's a 1-point ball game. 52 seconds to go. Storr with 25. Franco brings it across half court. 46 seconds to go. 58-57. The Saints had led by as much as 11 in this quarter. The Canes have come all the way back. 35 seconds to go. 15 to shoot. Franco to Sadie Russell. Russell cross court to Tori Pierce. 5 to shoot. Franco, 3 to shoot. Sadie Russell to Pierce. Shot clock violation. 21 seconds left. Timeout on the floor. It's going to come down to this final 21 seconds. Canes will have the ball, but they trail by 1. 25 points for Jalea Storr. 15 for Lex Chapman. Jalea Storr, 10 for 20 from the field. Kayla Grant, 9 points, 13 rebounds for the Canes. 15 points, 4 rebounds for Tori Pierce. 3 assists for Tori Pierce. 58-57. Update from North Georgia and Lander. They've got a close one there. Lander trailed most of the game. They now lead 55-50 over North Georgia with 1:41 left. 21 seconds to go here. Chapman inbound for the Canes. 58-57 Saints. 21 seconds to go. Chapman in the Store. Store back to Chapman. Jalea Store going to the hoop. Gets the foul call with 13.6 left. She'll go to the line where she is 1 for 1. She has played the entire game. Has a chance to give the Canes the tie or a lead. First one is good, and we're tied with 13.6. 26 points for Jalea Store. 58 all. Off the mark. Kashori Hodge with the rebound. Jalea Store holding it. 8 seconds. Chapman pulls up. Off the mark. 5 seconds. Timeout on the floor. 4.3 seconds left. We are tied. Jalea Store misses the second. She has 26 points. Four seconds left in regulation. Saints, Canes tied at 58. 3 Saints in double digits. 15 for Tori Pierce. 10 for Sadie Russell. 16 for Jazzy Mathis, who's been on fire in the second half. Possession arrow to the Saints, if you're wondering. Fouls to give. Well, the Canes have a ton. Marta Franco will inbound. Tori Pierce has a good look to the cup, off the mark, and we're going to overtime. Just couldn't get it down.
You see the score there. We are tied at 58.
So we will play 5 more minutes. 58-58, overtime now for the Saints. Back in a moment for overtime. Namaya Pierce. Kashori Hodge at 7. Correction. Helps if you read numbers. That's Daylin Craig that controls the tip for the Canes. We're in overtime. Canes were down 11. They fall all the way back. That's going to be the 5th foul on Sadie Russell, I believe. It is, and she's going to be done for today with 10 points. Becca Benj is going to check in. Daylin Craig will shoot. Daylin 4 for 4 from the line today. Gets the bounce, and she's 5 for 5. Came in shooting 50% on the season. And she's made 6 of 6. And the Canes have their first lead since a minute and a half into the ball game. Franco breaking it down off the dribble into the lane. Shot doesn't go, but she'll go to the line for 2. Franco misses the first. Second one in and out. Foul is on Aaliyah Clay. Store from the corner. She's got 29. The Canes lead by 5. It's a big position for the Saints. Tori Pierce with it. Chapman on her. Into the lane. Knocked away. Picked up by Clay. Jalea Storr will hold it. 3:50 to go in overtime. Chapman. That's a double dribble. Turnover by the Canes there. Marta Franco brings it across half court. And Mo Smith's going to take a timeout here. 3:41 to go in overtime. 63-58. The Canes lead. Canes trailed by as much as 11 in the fourth quarter. You're a goofball. Live mic. Sorry about that. Telling my son what a goofball he is, because he is. Saints will inbound. 3:41 to go in the overtime here. Jazziana Mathis. Franco now with it. To Mathis. Mathis has been hot in the second half. Turnaround short. Clay with the rebound. Jalea Storr across half court. 3:20 to go. Canes with a 5-point lead, not rushing it. Daylin Craig up top. Storr. Chapman from the corner. Off the mark again. Chapman now 5 for 22. Pierce, count it! Tori Pierce cuts it to 3. Aaliyah Clay with her second foul. Tori Pierce to shoot 1. To cut it to 2. It's good. Tori Pierce now with 18 points. (63-61), 2:50 to go. One possession game. Chapman to Storr. Storr has 29. Chapman to Clay. Wide open was Hodge. They didn't see her. Storr. 3. Off the mark. Benj with the rebound. Franco. Tori Pierce wide open. Driving the baseline. Gets to the line. They closed in a hurry on Pierce, and she just blew right by the defender to get to the line.
Tori Pierce was fouled She'll shoot 2.
Tori 4 for 5 from the line today. That one wasn't close. 4 for 6. 55% free throw shooter normally on the season. Chance to cut it to 1. They both miss. 2:15 to go. Canes lead by 2. Jalea Storr to Aaliyah Clay. Storr thought about it. She's got 29. Clay, no points to Jalea Storr. Going baseline, driving to the hoop. Rebound, Jalen Craig. Back out to Chapman. She'll reset. 1:40 to go. Jalea 11 of 23. To the hoop. Off again. Saints ball. Saints down 2. 90 seconds left in the overtime. Franco across half court. To the hoop, loses the handle. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. That's Jalea Storr, her 4th. A 5th foul would be trouble for the Canes. She has 29. Marta Franco to shoot. Marta 1 for 4 from the line, now 2 for 5. She's got 7. With a chance to tie it with 78 seconds left in overtime. Second one is in. This game is tied. Aaliyah Clay to Jalea Storr. Storr to Chapman. Chapman with 15. Storr with 29. 60 seconds to go. Kashori Hodge to Clay. Clay to the hoop. One-hander good. What a shot by Aaliyah Clay. Her first basket is a big one. 48 seconds left. Saints down 2. Mathis with it up top from 17. Bang! Tie ball game. 40 seconds to go. Jalea Storr across half court. Clay has had 2 points. Storr to the baseline. Back out to Jalen Craig. Jump ball, possession, Saints! No, timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor. They got the timeout before the jump ball was called. Canes will have 13 to shoot. The last timeout for either team. With 23 seconds left, we are tied. Canes have 13 on the shot clock, so they can't hold for one shot. The Saints will get the ball one more time. .23 seconds left. We are tied. Will the Canes look to Chapman? Their second leading scorer, their leading scorer, Jamisha Samuel, out. What an effort by the Canes. Leading scorer out. And they fought their way all the way back. Jalea Storr, Aaliyah Clay, Chapman from the corner. She's 5 for 22. She's 6 for 23. 3-point game, 17 seconds left, no timeouts. Jazzy Mathis to the baseline. Tori Pierce looking for three. Off the mark. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds left. 2 seconds left. And Georgia Southwestern comes back to win in overtime. They were down 11 in the fourth quarter. They fought all the way back. Chapman had a tough night, but she came up with the shot when she needed it most. The game winner. Final score, Georgia Southwestern 68.